Hey guys, it's Chris Prefontaine with another Q&A. The question that came in a couple times this week actually was really what separates us. And it comes in from sellers and buyers, but I jotted down a few quick things this morning and I want to give it to you. And I'm going to cater this more to the buyer side of it, okay? In no particular order. The first thing is the pre-screening process. There are a lot of companies attempting to do their rent-to-own. When you look at this entire system, in addition to what's on our site, and in addition to the buyer testimonials, you'll see what separates us, but I want to draw your attention to a few things. The pre-screening process here is going to set you up to win, not to fail. Here's what I mean. Once you see one of our homes and you decide to fill out the next step form, it's, for lack of a better word, it's an application, but it's just so that we can understand your whole picture. You're going to go ahead and get a free pre-screen. Now, this doesn't mean that they need to have high credit. 99% of our people don't have high credit, but it's okay. What the pre-screen does is looks at how bad is the credit, what got it there, what's the game plan to get it out of there, does a whole background check on you, and it lets us know your mortgage viability, I call it. So they'll come back to me with a 20-page report and they'll say, okay, I spoke to your buyers, Chris, and based on the information they provided, we can get them credit repaired and increase their score enough to have them mortgage ready in X amount of months. It's typically 12 to 24. Once we know that, then we can structure a lease that allows you to have plenty of time to do that, plus a 6-month extension. So you have plenty of time, okay? So bottom line in the pre-screening is we're going to set you up to win. Okay? Because a lot of people say to me, how do I know I can get financing? How do I know I won't, lose all this time and money I spent on the home? You won't do it unless the pre-screening goes well and we both agree to what's going to take to get you to a point of having a positive outcome. Look, a lot of people go through these challenges with credit and they think that they no longer do 5-year goals, they no longer think about home ownership, and you don't have to do that. You can think about it and you can come out of it and we can help you do that. It's part of what we do. Second thing I want you to check very carefully with any company you're dealing with is, are they associated with the Better Business Bureau? Guys, this is not just a membership. Anyone can join the Better Business Bureau. You could if you have a small company. What I want you to look at is, are they accredited? Do they have accreditation? And what's their rating? Our rating is A. It might still be A+. Okay, I say still because anyone can throw stuff up there to make that sway a little bit, but it's an A rating. So, are they members of the Better Business Bureau? Did they get vetted through the process of the Better Business Bureau? We were even asked to put a video up there. So you can go on to Better Business Bureau, you can review the reviews that are on there that also get checked. Those are real live reviews. Those are clients only that can put those reviews up there. So that's important for you to check. Second thing is, just from a legal standpoint, you will do no signing other than a letter of intent when we first meet in a binder that's refundable. You will do no signing with us across the kitchen table. Okay, there are companies that do that. You don't need an attorney or a notary for the lease purchase agreements. It's not required. I feel it's necessary. You're committing to a home, you're getting the home pride of ownership again, and I want to make sure it's done properly. So we've used the same agreements for 6 or 8 years. They're used by our entire national group, which I'll mention in a minute, and they're very, very well done for you. And so you'll sit with our attorney for 15 minutes or so, and you'll be notarized, and you'll have everything officially documented for your ability to get into that home, and it's just like you own it, except for the loan's not in place yet. Okay, so the legal part of that's important. A lot of companies have no clue. It takes tens of thousands of dollars to get to the point we are with all our agreements. The fourth thing, and again in no particular order, guys, but just the experience. This is not an egotistical comment, but I've been doing this now for over 24 years. My son Nick has been doing this for, gosh, I think it's 7 or 8 years now. So you've got 30, approaching 40 years experience, not to mention our staff, that are able to help you. And that's what we do. We help you. As investors, we're helping sellers, but with the buyers, we are helping you through all this. And you can see that on our site. It's quite evident. I mentioned the national group. Let me call that number 5, national. Here's the advantage to you guys. We are part of a national investor group. There's several hundred. There's 8 of us that do $1 million and above, and there's several hundred that do all different price ranges, because we do too. But we are part of a kind of, I don't call it elite, but a higher end group that does only $1 million and above. And this group gets together 3 or 4 times a year for what? Well, to share stories about what forms should be adjusted, to share stories about how we can do a better job at pre-screening and getting you cashed out, to share experiences and to better this whole process. We travel and make the expense and do that with this national group 3 or 4 times a year, minimum, sometimes more. The group of us, the 8 of us that have the higher end, $1 million and above focus, we get together twice a year. That's important for you to know the experience. That's really it, guys. I think 5's enough. But I hope that helped you. It's a little bit different question this week, but it's kind of open-ended. When someone said, how do you differ? I want you to know who you're dealing with. It's super important. So do your homework. Oh, there is another one. I won't list it, but number 6 would be real testimonials. You know, the letters that we put up on the site, after we close a home, we're going to ask you, hey, could you write a note to us and let us know how your experience was? And obviously it's a positive one, guys. The buyers and the sellers, click on the top right of my homepage, the testimonials, and you'll see buyers. Go in there and see what they're saying. Some people have actually bought a home through lease purchase and sold one with us. We've had 2 of those now, where they had to get rid of a home over here as a seller, and they had to buy over here for whatever personal reasons, and we did them both. What a great experience. What a positive, healthy experience that is. So I hope that helped, and I look forward to getting you in your own home.